brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymour.
Oh my goodness, we are about to earn your level in this one for real. You don't even know.
Okay.
This was a huge week.
Yeah.
Like it's.
Yeah, we had to make cuts, and even then, we still have like 6 books.
Yeah, which I feel bad because our listing status. If we were listing by the title, we're in trouble.
Yeah,
we're kind of in trouble. How many do we have that are the same?
So we got a walk.
Yeah.
We've got this is a Magic Order.
C.
Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Juke Joint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
okay.
4.
So wow. Okay, that's a lot. That's
Yeah.
a lot. But we still have some differences.
Yes. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Because up top, a lot to talk about on 2 of the books.
Yes. A whole lot. You know what? I kind of want to talk about a walk.
That's fair.
Because that one is still, it's trippy to me. It's super duper trippy.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I understood all of it. If that's okay.
No, there's the arms.
Dude, can we not talk about that part yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, A Walk Through Hell, number 5.
Yes.
AfterShock. Should not be shocking that we read that.
Yeah.
Garth Ennis on the writing. That dude authors nightmares.
Yeah. Because it's wrong. Like the stuff that happens in it is wrong, but generally speaking, it's just slightly off. Like,
It's
enough
you
that
slightly.
Well, enough that I'm sure I gotta phrase it. Like it's enough that it's kind of dreamlike in its qualities.
Okay, that's fair. Very surreal, very strange, but still wrong,
horrifying.
man. Like that's I can't even imagine. I'm still stuck. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm still stuck off of previous issues where dude kept shooting himself.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still there.
Yeah, that I would just be horrifying to watch as like a live action television series or
I want
something.
to see it, but it would be horrifying. You're absolutely right. Okay, so in this one, we are really delving into the notion of where we are.
Yeah, they're actually trying to truly figure it out, and I think they're on the verge of.
They're there.
Yeah,
I think they're there. Everyone is like revealing how they would have earned this spot.
Yeah,
and it's a very interesting sort of confessions come out of this.
Yeah, like in one of them, I was shocked, but at the same time, I'm not
at all. Not at all.
Because it would explain a lot of things.
A whole lot of stuff. Yeah. So that's kind of one of those situations where when that happens, and they do make a reference within the actual book, like, well, if I did this and that gets me sent here, wait, what?
Yeah.
Which, wrong is wrong, I guess you could say?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Something like that.
But then one of the other people puts forth an alternate theory that kind of ties in with some of the other creepy real world stuff that happened. So I still don't know what's really going on.
Right.
I hope it was weird. Like, is it better that they're in hell?
That's the question. Right there. When you have to ask that, that's how you know a book is good. When you're like, is it better that they're in hell? Because that makes it explainable?
Explainable, yeah. And like you're dealing with somebody with the fist in the mouth, and then the hanging up coat incident, and
they referenced it too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of creepy stuff in this, and we're not even like not jump scare creepy, but just creepy things you don't want to think about ever happening in your live action view. Yeah,
and it's such a simple setup,
right?
That it's these officers that are trapped in this warehouse they can't get out of. And they're being presented with horrifying, like one of their compatriots continuously shooting himself in the head and not dying.
His head is gone. Okay, let us not just think like, oh, he's just shooting himself and it's like ricocheting or phasing through. No, the physical act of the shot is taking effect.
Yeah, but then you've also got this wonderful police story going on in the background that's all told by flashbacks.
Genius,
right?
So like super LA Confidential and whatnot.
Yeah. And there's the two stories, and they're woven. It's phenomenal.
It's good. Now, is this the end of this arc, or do we have one more?
I think it's the end of the arc.
See, that's what I thought. Okay. That's because I think AfterShock does do 5-issue runs on their books. Okay. All right. Soon this will be a trade. You'll be able to read it all at once and give yourself the uber creeps.
Yeah, because it's there's at least one panel or page an issue where you're just like,
I'm not going to sleep well tonight.
Going to take a lot of NyQuil to get past that.
But then that'll just make you think about it in your sleep, and you won't be able to wake up, and that'll be even more horrifying. I digress.
Like, how do they wear shirts? Like, if they were to wear a shirt, it'll make sense when you pick up a copy and read it. Do they use deodorant?
Shoulders are so big. They're so well defined. It's the creepiest. Okay. So what else did you read, sir?
I went with Umbrella Academy, Oblivion Hotel.
Talk to me.
All right, so Gerard Way, Gabriel Bach, creative team, they are the ones that also did the previous two Umbrella Academies, Fabulous True Lives of the Killjoys, and then Way also did Doom Patrol.
Right.
For most recently.
Like the Young Animals line was like him.
Yeah, so it's a very, very cool read. I recommend checking out the original two pieces to kind of get you up, because it does take place after, and you do have to have some kind of knowledge going into it.
Makes sense.
But it's real cool. It's if you're not familiar with it at all, I would put it as somewhere atmospherically, I would say like Black Hammer, and maybe Deadly Class. So it's like this family.
Interesting that you would say Deadly Class. I would have gone X-Men.
I can see that too, because it's got that. There's definitely a school, and there's definitely these kids that have powers.
I mean, but the killing aspect is kind of real.
Yeah, because it's there, but it's real fun. This picks up where someone has been sent to this hotel that it seems more like a prison than it does a hotel. But like the rest of the kids are now trying to figure out how to get there and save them. Really, really fun. I recommend it.
Now, it's been a little while since we've had a new Umbrella Academy piece.
Years.
Is the voice still the same? Can you still?
No, it's still Gerard Way. Like you can really, and that's one of the things I loved about Doom Patrol. Is you can feel that same writing style from Umbrella Academy, and it's carried through. So he's remained consistent, and it's one of those, when Umbrella Academy first came out, I really didn't want to like it, and it's just one of those where I'm just protective.
You're like, oh, this rock star wants to write comics, thinks it's cool,
and then he's like,
no, I'm actually a comic book guy. And you're like, you are a comic book guy.
Good on you, Gerard.
You wonder, okay, I'm going to say this, and forgive me, My Chemical Romance fans, but do you think that there are going to be people out here that only know him as a comic book writer?
I don't know. Like, at this point, I really don't know, because initially it was a lot of fans of his music. And now I'm wondering if that's kind of shifted over now. There's going to be people who are like, oh, yeah, I remember Doom Patrol. I'm going to check this out.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, because MCR isn't really as like prominent right now, is it possible, like, if I were to give this to my kids and I'm like, oh, by the way, this guy was in a band, they're like, wait, what it's possible. My Chemical Romance, what is that? And I'm like, oh, like I think the early aughts would like totally explode. Like, what do you mean? Time would unravel and everything would.
Black Parade.
Is that a political group? What is that? You're like, oh my god! It's just one of those things. Though. I think it's one of those things that it's really cool to see how people can evolve beyond our first impression or our first entrance to them, which is cool. It's very, very cool. Okay. Death of the Inhumans, number 4.
Yes.
Donnie's doing his thing. Okay. Y'all know I love the Inhumans. Like, you know this.
Yeah.
I've definitely been following this because I just wanted to see what happens. I'm really loving what Donnie does. In this issue, things get wild, okay? We ended last issue where they were going to, the royal family, were going to tell Better Ray Bill what happened, because Better Ray Bill and Lockjaw are friends. And so the notion that Lockjaw has been killed, Better Ray Bill will feel a certain kind of way about it. And they set up this great little intro that, yes, Better Ray Bill will feel a certain kind of way about it. I mean, they are truly like homies. One does not. This is the moment where, at first, I was like, is this like let's just say we're going to kill the Inhumans to make an event? And we're going to give it to a good writer, and he's going to make some good stuff happen. But it's just a move forward, right? Put the X-Men back in the spotlight. This issue, no. This says this is actually something meaningful, intense, historic. The Creed, the Inhumans, their history, the whole nine. What is breaking down here? We were not ready. We were not ready. Vox, we were not ready. That's all I can say without spoiling anything.
Fair.
Yeah, I know that was cryptic. I know that made no sense. But Donnie, man, and I wasn't ready.
He's an incredible writer. Like,
He's good.
I want to. He came out of nowhere.
Like somebody conjured him.
Yeah.
Somebody sacrificed a chicken, and Donnie Cates showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, flat out. I'm calling it. That's what I'm saying.
It's the only sensible option.
Or Donnie Cates is actually a pseudonym of a group of very incredible writers that just don't want to keep getting the spotlight all the time. So these are like okay, here we go. Alan Moore.
I was actually going to say that name.
See?
Yes.
See? He wanted to get back into the game, but he has made such a big deal about not playing with the mainstream that he created Donnie Cates as like somehow if you line the letters of Donnie Cates, it spells Alan Moore. Like it's like
totally does.
Yeah, it's you got to look at it. It's kind of like, you know, when gang members spell their gang with their fingers, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. So yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie Cates is Alan Moore. I'm calling it.
It's
duh. Yeah.
I think that's like the cipher out of Beyonders is actually just Jenkins like,
oh my
it's
god,
really Alan
oh
Moore.
my god. Put it together, see what happens.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Somewhere Alan Moore's like, crap.
They know me. Actually, we shouldn't say that because we might need some protection from his dark magic. You know, if we do need protection from Alan Moore's dark magic, I know who we should call. We should call the Magic Order. Boom! Did you see that transition?
Excellent segue.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Issue 4, Mark Miller, Olivier Coipel.
If you haven't been picking it up, do so. There are no second prints for any of these issues. I think once they're gone until there's a trade paperback. And there's also stores have the ability to strip cover return every copy they choose to, which terrifies me that there might be a store out there.
You better don't.
Doing that.
You better don't.
So, the Family Moonstone.
Yes.
I love how every issue, or at least it feels like every issue opens up with some kind of flashback.
Yes.
That gives us a little bit of insight
into the family.
Yeah. And this one opens up again.
Oh my God.
Cordelia. She's such a beautiful damaged flower.
She is. I wish I was as colorful as Cordelia.
Yeah.
Like to think of that and to do it, you are brilliant.
Right.
You're a brilliant child.
Like I want to go talk to her father and her grandfather and just be like, "What are you guys doing? This is an amazing woman. Like
let her live,
Yeah.
okay? Stop trying to stifle her.
Yeah.
If you just support what she's doing, imagine where she could go. Although at the same time, I can understand their fear and their trepidation.
Yes.
Because if she's doing this without their support,
as we remember from flashback an issue or two back.
Yeah.
But this was so cute. It was so adorable.
It was adorable. It was sweet. She had a card already.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
That was awesome.
For those of you that are not aware of what the Magic Order is, the Magic Order is this clandestine organization that has basically been around for forever, keeping the bad aspects of true magic at bay, like
monsters,
Yes.
time-devouring oro goblins,
God.
like that weird tentacle thing that was in that one issue. Like I want to know more about.
I don't.
Yeah, just
I don't.
evil magic. Like because there's other planes of reality and there's
Yes.
wars going on. There's good guys, bad guys, and sometimes it spills over into ours.
Right.
In the Moonstone family, although
Not just them.
Yeah,
Not just
them. Because there's
families.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have banded together to create an organization that will fight those things, which is great. You know, it's like, imagine if Doctor Strange had friends, like real friends.
Yeah.
Not like Wong, who is like his manservant.
but like a family, like a cousin, an uncle,
Right.
a brother.
Chuck that comes over on Tuesdays to help him do stuff. That would be great.
Yeah.
This takes things to a level. Now, last issue we found out the truth of Gabriel's daughter's death.
Yeah,
That-
that was rough.
Yeah,
that was real
yeah.
rough. That just
That hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
The notion that she died because she played around with his wand and
she was aware of who she was.
Yeah.
and
almost in the same way of what Cordelia was,
Yeah.
but Cordelia was better adept at it.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Because I think because Cordelia was exposed to it
Right.
and learned where it was kind of.
And I also think that Cordelia, based on what we saw here, Cordelia's lineage, both were magic users.
Yeah.
I don't think that Rosetta's mother
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah,
get that vibe.
yeah, I don't think so. So this is a fun sort of aspect of family dynamics, uber threat. The Marquis still haunts my dreams.
Yeah, it's so creepy. Like the style, the Plague Doctor mask, like everything about it is just designed for television.
Yeah.
Just
However, in this issue, the ball swings back.
Yes, it does.
The pendulum it was over here where you're like, oh, Moonstone. It's on that way over there. You guys have messed with the wrong one. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, because it's one of those. It's kind of like in Jupiter's
Yes.
circle, where I'm like,
Yes.
how they just kind of let that one dude alone.
You don't even know what you did.
Yeah.
You don't even know what you did. I have a theory about who the Marquis is. I don't want to say it just like obviously on here because it would spoil.
Yeah.
But if you want to know, DM me via Twitter and I will share my theory. But we obviously have to follow each other, so make those follows go up.
Yeah. And it's a good theory.
I tried. I put my brain pan in, and not my bedpan, but my brain pan. It's important to not get those mixed up. Yeah, your thoughts get really sticky. But I think there's merit there. Even if I'm like wrong, I still think there's something
it's an interesting theory.
That's all I'm saying. So some cool conversations can be had via that one. So we'll see. Dude, that was.
It is. It's making me geek for when the television series starts, because there's so many things in it. Like when Gabe is like,
yeah.
That was
that moment.
That was the old man Logan claw popping moment.
Yes, it was. Oh, that's such a good comparison.
Like,
great comparison.
Finally there.
Yes.
Because I didn't know if he was going to end up being that, or if he was going to be just
something else.
Yeah, but
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. No, that's.
I love the family. Like it's like almost Fantastic Four in the sense of how family archetypes in place.
Okay, so Father Moonstone would have been Reed?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Like I'm trying to figure out, because it's this amalgam of like the Jupiter's family.
Yes.
In its function, but then
you have the third kid, which
Yeah.
adds in a totally different dynamic.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
I have to think about that because it's. I mean, I'm loving both. I'm just trying to figure out, because there's just something about this family that is compelling and not just.
Can I be honest? I want a slight, like, even if it's a over dinner crossover between those two. Like, I just want those families to get together and talk.
Are they in the same universe?
I don't know. I don't think they can be, but they could be. Like, I feel like if the Magic Order is secretly doing these things, the Union would know that these guys exist.
Yeah.
And somehow would offer help, but maybe they are parallel worlds to each other.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Now
I'm really geeky, and I'm totally gonna read all of this all over again.
There's gonna be fan fiction, and it's just
Moonstone, Moon, Jupiter. There's something. Okay, all right.
There's something.
All right, there's something there. While we figure that out, let's talk about some honorable mentions. All right, so we've got two that are the same, and then we defer.
Yes.
Where do you want to start?
How about me? I'll start with United States versus Murder Inc.
Okay.
So this is Bendis and Oming's kind of like future alternate timeline crime story.
Okay.
Kind of thing, and it's done at a very personal level.
Oh.
So this, the main character in this one is basically a hitman.
Okay.
Or hit woman.
Hit person. We'll make it
for the mob, which has a much more prominent place in this particular world setting.
Got you.
And in this issue, it happens before the so it's not really a spoiler to say. A particular person she is sent to kill is a family member in this one.
Oh.
So it gives even more of a feel of how her family functions, how her family functions as well.
Right.
And
La Familia.
And it's really a really fun read. It's a fast read. It's only up to issue 2.
Okay, so you still got time to jump in.
Yeah. So it's definitely fun. Really, really cool. I'd say if you're into crime, some noir-y stuff, go forth.
I just met Bendis again this weekend, and we didn't talk about this one, but I'm very curious as to the why now of this series.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think anything that has any sort of political leanings to it, and if you are writing for the whole country, you got to put some stuff in there. So I wonder why now for that particular title.
I don't know, and it's kind of a disservice to this particular title because, like, not that Scarlet isn't great or Pearl isn't great, but it's not the one that's getting all the press. So yeah, it's
okay,
unsung.
I get it. All right, so I took on Die number 5 or 3. I'm sorry, number 3. Sorry, look. There's so much killing in this. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, there's enough for 5 issues.
Listen, I thought that I had missed one. I hadn't at all. Like I literally was like, oh man, I'm just jumping back into this. I forgot to. No, I've read everything. Yeah. This book is crazy. Yeah. Okay. Crazy. With a capital K. And
it's not typical Kirkman.
No.
Like in the sense where there's not the stories and the building. It's just straight up
crazy.
Yeah.
There are conversations in here that are so real that they're unnerving based on the subject matter, right? We're talking aspects of morality. When you get 2 people to argue morality and each person gets an opportunity to really lay out their point, and both of them are right, that's messed up. Yeah. Like that is the true of everything, because we are so accustomed to somebody saying something, you're like, no, that's wrong. Like in some way, shape, or form, there's a wrong there. Yeah. And both parties are like, this is what it is. And there are wrongs and rights to both that make them intrinsically correct. Yeah. Characters wise, there's some people that I do not want behind me at any given time for any given reason. I need to watch you all the time. It's not going to stop my death from happening, but at least I'll see it coming. Yeah. I'll be able to.
Won't be as a surprise.
Yeah. I'll be able to think, well, thanks. You know, like that's all you get. Like that's it. This is a brilliant book. I don't know if there are plans. I mean, with his stuff going to Amazon, you know if they're.
I don't know.
I haven't heard. Yeah, I haven't heard. But like, because true or false, Scott Gimble, he created or co-created Breaking Bad. Yeah. So could this go to AMC before he leaves? I mean, we're already hearing like Andrew Lincoln is leaving Walking Dead. He's gonna need something.
Very possible, and it's something that could be put onto. I don't have TV.
No.
No. I apologize.
I mean, well, it could
because it's super, super violent. Like it's like the heyday of Hong Kong action. Like Chow Yun-Fat.
There's a lot of that. Could you? I mean, AMC After Dark.
Maybe.
Does AMC have a streaming service? Are they attached to like?
If they don't, this would be a great piece for it.
I would definitely watch this, especially if you do like, you can do. So you do a PG-13 version, right? That actually goes on TV, but then there's an R or unrated version through the streaming service that has a few more extra minutes of content, let alone on this issue alone. I don't know if I was old enough to read some of the stuff I read about, but that was.
It's good stuff. It really is.
Sticky. No spoilers, just sticky. I'm just telling what it is. But no, it was a really good book. Yeah. Really good book. Jook Joint.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yes. Image Comics.
So I have a reason for wanting to grab this one. I actually have met Aletha.
Oh, really?
Yes, she might actually be in New York this weekend. I've met her at my previous times being at New York Comic Con, where she actually was like putting together her own books, like literally printing them, binding them, like the whole nine, her own material, which is, as a publisher myself, I'm like, yo, that's cool. Yeah. You're somebody to know. So seeing her do this work, I was like, oh, I got to check this out. Yeah. It is
heavy.
Very. It's very heavy.
It is in your face.
Yes.
The very first page is trigger warnings and then hotlines for several things that are especially at this moment in everybody's
super
face.
Topical. And you made a good point earlier where, considering the things that literally have just gone on in the last week, it's amazing that this book is coming out right now, because it would have had to have been in production for months already.
Yeah.
So for it to be so relevant right now is like, wow, right?
And for so much of the creative team to be women,
right?
It really has an added level of resonance.
Even more. And that's phenomenal. I didn't know what sort of vibe this was going to be coming in.
Yeah.
Juke Joints are, I don't even know what demographic of the U.S. kind of term it is, if it's a southern thing, northern thing, but they were like hangout spots, which I was aware of that term, but it still didn't quite clue me into where we were.
Yeah, because it's a time,
right?
It's a place,
right?
And it is a level of justice that is served
legit.
Yeah.
It's got a supernatural bent to it that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Despite this very Predator looking cover that I got.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I didn't expect it. So when it takes that turn, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So if you are into extreme justice with a supernatural lean,
yes,
this is definitely something you should check out.
Very powerful women characters.
Very.
Yeah, it's very adult.
Yes.
There is the nudity. There's extreme violence.
Page 2, like that trigger warning, they weren't joking.
Yeah, they weren't joking.
It's there. It's definitely there. Let me ask you this though: do you think that having said trigger warning hurts the book at all?
No. In my opinion, it doesn't. I think it's especially with the content that's going in, and the justice that these women are seeking to deliver, not having the forewarning and just immediately being hit with some of the stuff
could be rough.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it has a place, and it's legitimately there,
right?
And not just like I don't know.
For me, I'm wondering if having that trigger warning, and in the face of the aftermath, if you will, of Comicsgate, that it will cause people to put it down, fearing that it is leaning one way or another that they don't want to jump into. Yeah, that's my like, I almost feel like I totally understand having it. Yeah, I don't know if I would have had it, and it sounds weird, at the beginning of the book,
like maybe at the end.
Yeah,
so that by the time you've read it, you're not gonna, like, the first page, you're gonna be like, oh, social justice,
right, and then just put it back because this is a good story here. And that's the thing that I'm most afraid for, is that somebody would see that and be like, oh, there they go, and then put the book back and then not experience what this title is. That's
it's possible.
Yeah. But then I guess if you are that person, you're the reason why this book exists in the first place. Just throwing it out there. Yeah. So don't do that. Yeah. Talking to you. Hopefully not you. Yeah. But definitely.
Yeah, that's a real point, because the person that's going to do that's not going to.
Right.
They're not going to read the book to start with.
You're not. Don't be that person. Bottom line, okay? No, give this book a shot, because obviously it's tonally different than most of the things that I would normally have jumped at. Like I said, I can honestly admit that the biggest reason why I picked it up is because I personally know the person that was working on it. Yeah. And not even like super well. Like, I don't even know if, like, I walked up to her right now, she would know who I was, but I know who she is. Yeah. So that was grounds enough for me to give it a shot. Good book though.
Yeah, very good.
I liked it. I'll definitely be around for number 2.
Yeah, definitely. I was surprised by it, because it was not even remotely what I thought I was getting into.
Exactly. Speaking of not what we thought we were getting into, Cosmic Ghost Rider number 4, Kate Burnett. Okay, so this had been previously a fest of, oh my God, such a crazy idea, it works.
And just laugh out loud comedy. Just the entire time. And this issue
got mature on this. Like, not like gratuitously, but like grown up.
Where you're like, crap, that makes sense.
Right.
Did Frank really make the right decision? Is this a better world? Because a giant chunk of it
is great. So okay, so here's the thing. We've obviously been having a lot of fun with this title. Yeah. We've seen some amazing things. Juggerduck, okay? Duck or Not, which I can't remember which one was it. Was it Juggerduck?
I don't know.
I can't remember now. It was Juggerduck. Okay. That's brilliant, okay? Yeah. The amount of different X-Force or Guardians of the Galaxy members that Cable was pulling through, brilliant. Like, I would read books about any and all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Not a problem. So we were expecting a tone
Yeah.
that this book suddenly shifts away from.
Yeah.
But it is so good.
Mm-hmm.
It was disarming to a degree.
Yeah, because there's like, I'm trying to figure out. So when this twist happens,
Right?
Frank's obviously upset.
Yes.
But the reality is, it's just an extension of what he thinks, of how he functions. And he's like punched in the face with, this is what I am.
This is the truth. It was crazy because all the things that he's quote unquote rallying against are absolutely the things that Frank has built his life around.
Yeah.
Like, and in this moment you're like, wow, Punisher is not crazy.
Yeah.
He's no longer, like, you can't say that he's crazy at all any longer.
Yeah.
The time travel shenanigans of it all are perfect.
Yeah.
I have to admit, like, this one threw me for a huge loop. And the only reason why it's an honorable mentions pile is because we've talked about it so much before.
Yeah, it's been up in the air like a lot.
A lot. So we're trying to let some other things breathe. But this was really good.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's one that, as I'm reading through, I'm like, man, Thanos is right. And I don't want to think...
Who says that?
Right?
Like, that's so... Snap yourself. Like, that's so bad. You should never say that. But
he's kind of...
He is, though. Like, that's... Oops. This is actually brilliant. Like, I think this is going to be one of those things where when you put together this entire run, from Thanos to this and whatever lies beyond, Cates is going to be, like, applauded for this little pocket of the Marvel universe that he's created. Like, it'll actually have a name because it is that good. It is that phenomenal.
It's hysterical. It makes you think.
Right.
It's got great action.
All of the above. Now, does this tie into the current Infinity Wars stuff? Like,
I don't know, because there was the Thanos Legacy one shot.
Right. That did. But then this...
It takes... I know that it takes place in the real Marvel U, in the 616.
Okay. But this can't, right? This has to be something different.
No, I think it does. Like, I want to say Cates was on Twitter talking about that, and I could be wrong.
I totally got to go back and look. That's wild.
Yeah.
But cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
But it makes sense. Like, who else better fits the spirit of vengeance than Frank Castle?
That's, I mean, when we got it explained to us, it was the smartest thing I've ever seen. Like, because okay, to be honest, like, when we first, saw this Cosmic Ghost Rider and the antics, I was like, oh, it's Deadpool. That's what I thought.
I thought the same thing, but no.
Spirit of Vengeance as the Punisher? Wait.
Why
duh.
Yeah.
Like, Forest for Trees? Why have we never seen this before? Like, that's literally one of those situations where you're like, why have we never seen that? Why, not to spoil previous things that we read before, but why hasn't Punisher ever shot Mandarin in the face? These are the questions.
Yeah.
Of course he should have.
Yeah.
It was a bad
perfect sense.
Yeah. So I love that that's where we are in terms of storytelling, where we are still 40, 50, sometimes 60 years into a character's, arc, and there's stuff we go, boom, you're like, oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool. This was a really good week.
And there's still many more books that we didn't get a chance.
Like, I'm looking at them. They're so beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Guys, if this is your first time checking out the show, please subscribe if you liked it. Definitely click the like button. Let us know. We like those.
Yeah, comment
the likes.
below. Talk to us. Tell us we're wrong, that we're bad,
that we're naughty.
We want to earn their respect.
Yeah, we do. We want to earn it all. Earn it so good.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to be, I think it was Friday, we're going to be posting up a contest to give away on our Facebook page.
Oh my goodness, we are so excited. Our friends at Miller World have hooked us up to hook you up, but it's going to be something very special, very unique. Ladies, we're kind of talking to you on this one. So definitely want to keep track of that. Check out our Facebook page. That's going to be the spot where it happens at, black, white, and red all over the page. And we're going to be able to put it out there. And we hope that you win, because that'll be awesome. Yeah. Because you deserve stuff.
And it's going to be a great read.
Yes, it is. So good. So good. Till next week.